I learned to be a chef in Switzerland, in the heart of Zurich, and my place where I made my apprenticeship, we made paella for catering and events all the time. And this brought me to cook paella here in Australia. My last job, I was asked to come up with a dish that works really well here in Australia for food festivals, and then I thought, well, why not paella? I introduced the Australian crew to it because I haven't seen it around the stalls here or the markets. And I think it's a really brilliant party dish, and everybody loves fresh seafood. It's very versatile, and because there's so many ingredients in there, you really have a lot of things that will please the majority of people. But we're starting at the beginning with a good olive oil, then we're roasting up the onions, the chorizo, then we add the garlic to it, and then we give it a little bit of time to caramelize the whole thing. Then we get the chicken and the capsicum into the mix. Then later on, if you find a good stock, get a good fish or vegetable stock or a seafood stock. So you could use either one of these ready-made stocks that you can buy in the upmarket shopping centers, or you can make your own stock. Once the rice is almost finished, then we're gonna add our seafood in the last moment, because the seafood shouldn't be dried out and cooked for too long. So the last 10 minutes, you add your seafood so it stays nice and juicy. And then for color, either the broad beans or the green peas. We actually use real saffron, so that's from the crocus flower, where we have the authentic flavor coming through of that paella. Where most other places they use imitation, which is pretty much food coloring without flavor. But we're using a lot of saffron in our pans. In regards to the presentation of the whole dish, it really incorporates the whole environment. Starting from staff, I try to get authentic Spanish staff, if I can. And then the presentation on the plate, the way we dish it up, we're making sure that the prawn is on top. People can see that the big mussel, really juicy mussel goes on top. And then a fresh slice of lemon, which we cut every morning. And that makes it just a beautiful dish all around. In regards to the theming of the whole setup of the stall, we've got this beautiful wooden panel here at the back. This reminds me on the one we had in our living room when I grew up in Switzerland. And my parents took the dishes that we used every day for our dinners out of this cabinet. And so I replicated the look of this cabinet and have it in front of my stall. I have it on the inside of my stall, and it just makes the whole thing authentic. Also including cutting boards, like I've got wooden cutting boards, Spanish flag, of course, fresh chili hanging there. So people always say, is this really fresh chili? And I say, yes, of course. And then we're going to slice it later on. So it just needs to be authentic. So I don't settle for second best, I think. And therefore, attention to detail, to have a great look, the presentation of the whole stall, not only beautiful, but also operational. So it works when you're standing in here and we're pumping out hundreds of plates of food. And all quality controlled and amazing flavors. We have a lot of people walking by and smelling that chorizo and the garlic and the onions being caramelized. And the effect when people smell that roasting caramelization of the good true products, you're gonna see that the audience just walking past, they comment on it all the time. We have people coming back year after year because they recognize our paella. And we've been here for 25 years. The last big event that we did before COVID, which was in 2019, that was for me probably one of the biggest events because I not only had a great team, but also we had a tap installed for us here at Manly Beach, which was really generous from Manly Council, so thank you very much. And we had both my boys engaged because we constantly ran out of food. I had to get both boys, Leon and Oliver, to send out their friends and sending out one to get olive oil, the other one capsicum, chicken, rice, onions, and it was a great spectacle. But also to have my family involved in that was just unbelievable. It's really nice. This being the 25th year that we do the paella here in Manly, for me it's just exciting to see how the crowd comes back year after year, and there has been at some stage there even has been a paella competition, and I think I actually started the whole thing, and then at some stage we had even there was about 5 or 6 stalls that did paella. They underbid themselves with pricing and put secondary grade products in there. And I think that's the reason why I'm still standing, and they're not here anymore.
Ready, la paella!
Fantastic. We come here every year, especially to Felix's paella. It's just wonderful. It's just lovely. It's delicious.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And we love his food and love his cooking. Fantastic food.
Because it's a nice, very tasty. It's nice portion food.
Yeah, it tastes like really authentic Spanish paella.
Oh, very tasty. We like it spicy. This is spot on.
It's delicious, full of seafood, and they're really generous with the seafood.